You could have stopped him talking to the reporters.
Oh, blimey, what do you expect me to do? Clobber him as soon as he opened his mouth, sir?
It might have made fractionally larger headlines.
Run that clip again, will you? Leave out the early stuff. Switch on the box, Callan. Now, you've met Callan, of course. Yes. Last time we met, you were Foreign Office.
In addition to swearing and smoking, I also tell lies. And this is bad, Hunter. This is very, very bad.
Who is he? That's all I want to know. Who is he?
All right, it's...
Now that you're safely home, Mr. Surtees, do you feel any bitterness towards the Soviet Union?
The conditions in the camp were harsh, but I was treated as they'd treat any other spy. No, I have no bitter feelings.
You're aware, of course, that official sources deny that you had any connection whatever with British intelligence.
Yes, I'm aware of that, and under the circumstances, I'm hardly surprised.
Under what circumstances?
Ones which reflect the greatest discredit on their methods.
In what way?
I was blackmailed into spying for British intelligence. When I publish my account of the affair, the public can judge for themselves the character of men who run our security services.
It's a very serious allegation, surely.
Yes, very serious. And now, if you don't mind, I won't answer any more questions at the moment.
What's he on about?
Us.
Not this department.
Don't be chauvinistic, Callan. It's all in the family.
I thought the point was that he wasn't in the family.
Not in my branch of it, certainly.
What exactly is your branch of it?
Anything's possible, Callan. You know that. Wires get crossed, memos get lost, wrong people see the wrong things. God knows what might have happened to that man, and he won't let us close enough to ask him.
Sounds like a speech for the defense, Hunter. We have to stop him.
Do you notice?
We don't want raised eyebrows. Bad for business.
Who is we?
Us.
What was it you said, sir, about the left hand not knowing what the right hand's doing?
Callan, all that you need to know is in the pecking order of the security game, we get first peck. Now, Surtees said, how do you put it, he was going to publish his own account of the affair?
Yes, you'll have half of Fleet Street hammering on his door to do him the favour. How's he come to be familiar with a top-secret code name? How does he know there is a Hunter?
There is one possibility, sir.
What?
But he's telling the truth.
He did convince me, sir.
Now, come on. Look up the files. This department has been mixed up in some pretty dirty, dodgy operations, sir, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, a little light blackmail is something we do for relief.
Yes, well, I've been through the files. There's nothing in them that even hints at a situation of this kind.
I've been involved in some operations that would never make the files. Some of the fellows who sat behind that desk where you sit could play their cards pretty close to the chest.
It seems to me you're getting a certain smug satisfaction out of all this, Callan.
No. Well, let's face it, it had to happen. It really did have to happen, didn't it?
What had to happen?
Some dirty caper would catch up with us and bite us.
Well, maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Cross, there's to be no further official contact with Surtees, but I want a round-the-clock watch kept on him.
His phone, sir?
Callan, take care of that. I also want photographs of everyone he meets, everyone who enters and leaves the building.
Right. How long do you think he'll take to write these articles?
God knows. I'll tell you one thing. He is not going to publish them.
How are you going to stop him, sir?
By playing it close to the chest, if I have to. With your assistance.
Me again.
Why not?
You're joking.
I am not. I'm taking Mallory onto the strength.
Blimey, he's only been back 10 minutes.
He's keen.
He's twitchy.
Unbalanced.
Look, sir, you know what I mean. I can't have a possible nut padding along beside me.
Incautious description, wouldn't you say, Hunter? From what I've heard, he wouldn't be the only one in this section who's living with a trauma.
It does get around, sir, doesn't it?
You'll agree that for someone who's twitchy, Mallory has come up with a very reasonable hypothesis. It isn't easy to do a good trick twice, but it is possible.
What's the good trick once?
When Surtees was arrested, if he was arrested, it didn't do our image any good.
All right. So it made you look like amateurs in the Bolshoi Ballet.
Quite. And it was far from all right. The Lubin network evaporated. 2 potential defectors developed cold feet and shocked their contacts. Vaslov went double. It was a massive loss of confidence, Callan. Nobody treads on a rotten step. KGB were onto Mallory's cell already. But the time came to blow the whistle. Surtees did it in the most damaging manner possible.
Don't be pig-headed, Callan. Admit the possibility.
I'm not being pig-headed, all right? All right, it's impossible.
So, having discredited the SIS once, he's all set to do it again. Well, now that we know the blackmail story is no more than a cover, we can concentrate on stopping him.
What do you mean, now that we know? I said he's possible.
You have things to
I've
do,
got nothing
Cal, and
to
I
do.
won't detain you.
Yes, sir.
I'm not too happy about his involvement in this.
Callan has special qualities, and I'm not too happy about being told how to run my section.
My dear chap, I wouldn't dream of it.
Good.
Unless it became absolutely necessary.
I've agreed to accept Mallory. That's as far as I'm prepared to go.
That's as far as we want you to go at the moment. We like to have someone on the inside. Tell me, do you also accept his theory?
Theory doesn't have to be right, does it? Just has to work.
No, this one does. We had word from Moscow this morning. They've put a new man in the field.
God knows I didn't expect anything as bad as this. How much did you read, Callan?
Well, not much. I didn't get any time.
Is it serious?
On the following Tuesday, I met Hunter at the usual place. He said that an agent of the CIA in Holland was, to use his own words, rocking the boat. The agent's name was Schipper.
Shipper?
Amsterdam.
Yeah. The agent's name was Schipper, and he would have to be liquidated. I asked him what he meant, and he told me that since the Americans had already killed one British agent, this would be in the nature of a reprisal. In May 1965, Schipper of the CIA was found dead in his hotel room. I protested that I was not a trained killer. Hunter assured me that my role would be simply that of a courier. The actual murder would be done by one of his section.
He knows the names, the dates, and the places.
And this, believe me, is one of the more innocuous of the allegations.
Who did kill Shipper?
KGB. Poison. But if this ever sees the light of day, there may be second thoughts on the matter.
I take it there's no point in denying it?
Well, since we've been denying any connection with Surtees for the past 5 years, I doubt if that would surprise anyone. And the way these facts are presented, and I emphasize facts, makes our involvement only too credible. And it lends credence to other parts of his story.
Such as, sir?
Interference in domestic politics. How does that sound?
Yeah, explosive.
This man knows all about our section, but doesn't work for us.
Let's face it, Callan, here we have a who's who and what's what of this department, all highly authentic. Now, who would make it their business to find that out, huh? Only the opposition. Only the opposition.
Yes, of course. I look forward to reading it. Good. Then I can let you have it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. He delivers tomorrow. We're under pressure.
We?
This section.
Right. It's a mess, Hunter, your mess. Clean it up any way you like. But do it before tomorrow.
Who is it?
Oh.
You alone?
Yes, sir, yes, I'm alone.
Invite me in. Close the door.
You're in, door's closer.
That's the best we could find you.
Yes, sir, thank you very much for asking. I believe it is. I believe it was also turned down by shelter, sir.
No sirs, Callan, not on this occasion. Save them for official contact.
Blind O'Reilly. It's social.
Not official, not social. Didn't happen. I was never here.
Oh, I see, sir. Yes. But supposing you were here, sir, what would you want to talk about?
Might want to think aloud. About Surtees.
Oh. Well, I would try not to disturb you.
We could make him official. Wouldn't tax our resources to compile a file and dossier?
Yeah. Yeah, we could give him an OBE.
Something's a sort of possibility. Distinguished service for his country, in consequence suffering complete mental breakdown.
I think it must have been the way I said that, sir. I was being sarcastic.
I was not.
Well, there's only one thing wrong with that, and that is that Surtees would never wear it.
No, David, the award or whatever would have to be posthumous.
You don't expect him to drop dead then, just to please you, do you?
No. Which is why we're having this private talk.
You get knotted, sir.
I see we've become formal again.
Oh, yeah, to a right we have. You get off my back, mate. I'm telling you, you want a chopping done, you write out a chit.
There's to be no record, no order, nothing official.
I'm telling you, sir. You want a killing? You give an order direct, straight in front of witnesses.
You're certain he is not KGB?
I'm not certain of anything.
Either way, he's a time bomb. Defuse him before he goes off. Just accept the situation. You won't have to feel guilty about it. Not about anything. There's a service entrance at the back of Surtees' flat. Use that. Mallory or Cross will be on surveillance, and I don't want you seen. Make it look like suicide. And don't forget to collect his notes. I was never here, and we never spoke about this.
We've cracked it, sir.
Vasily? If Vasily was not an imposter...
He was, sir, I'm sure of it. Listen, Surtees gave a very detailed description of him. All he's got to do is see the photograph, he'll recognise him.
just doesn't sit right.
Well, it sits better than it did 2 hours ago. Look, Surtees has already agreed to withhold publication.
I'm not underestimating. I'll get onto the scrubs tomorrow. Hunter.
Cross, sir. I'm in Surtees' flat. Something serious. He's been shot.
Stay put. Be right over. So we've cracked it, have we?
Huh?
Back of the head. That won't pass for suicide, unless he was a contortionist.
So the papers have gone.
You sure?
Yeah, I've turned the place upside down.
And the first thing's to get rid of this body, organise a cross, pack some things in his suitcase.
Right.
Mrs. Price came here to collect the notes and photographs.
There weren't any photographs, sir.
She thought there was. I want those notes. Take Mallory. Hope you get them.
There's an extension in the bedroom.
Hello?
Mrs. Price?
Yes.
Tell Mr. Callan Hunter I'd like a word with him.
It's...
Oh, who is it? Come on, who is it?
it's Hunter.
Yes.
Callan?
Yes.
This is Charlie speaking.
I've got you, Charlie.
When you went visiting tonight, did you use the service entrance?
Yes?
Both entering and leaving?
No, went out by the front.
Thought you might have done. Odd we haven't got a picture of you.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
Get out!
Look, it's all over, darling. Now shut up!
The notes. Boot of Mallory's car. Came damn near to sinking us, didn't he? First, when you'd have gone on to Mrs. Price, he couldn't risk her giving a game away, causing Surtees to have second thoughts.
Yeah. I must have damn near bumped into him as As he came up the stairs.
Probably. He telephoned, but of course, throws off the track. Nearly succeeded.
What do we do about Mrs. Price?
Well, there are good reasons why she should remain very discreet.
Just supposing she doesn't, sir.
You still owe us a debt, Callum.